Hello folks, MinMax Munchkin back. In this video I'm going to briefly talk about the Angry Bird, one of the last few remaining patron requests from 2019. Speaking of patrons, if you want to become one yourself, the option to chuck a buck or more my way is always there on the Patreon website. Video requests, build notes and other perks await those that do, so check it out if you're interested. The link is in the description below this video. Now, the angry part in the title refers to a barbarian, the bird part refers to a Kenku, so yes, this is an offbeat character concept. Kenku doesn't really lend itself nicely to barbarian. You don't have either the strength or constitution racial bonuses. However, I don't think it's going to hinder you that much. On the screen you can see the way I did the point by spread, dumping intelligence and charisma completely, while keeping the other 4 ability scores high. Now, obviously with odd numbers in wisdom and strength, this does mean that you are going to be taking feats for those 2 ability scores, but more on that later, right? With these ability scores, you will still be able to benefit from everything that Barbarian as a class offers you. First and foremost, obviously, Rage. Barbarians do benefit from Rage while they are using Strength for their attacks and saving throws and checks, obviously. So keeping your Strength as high as possible is still going to be important. Now, Reckless Attack and Great Weapon Master feat is going to be the driving engine behind your offense. This is a tried and tested combo for big damage. The advantage that Reckless Attack provides you, sort of cancelling out the drawback of using Great Weapon Master feat. Now, at level 3, when you get to choose your Barbarian subclass, also known as Primal Path, I would go the path of the Totem Warrior. It is still to this day one of the best Barbarian subclasses in the game, and mechanically and thematically, in this case, it makes the most sense. At level 3, taking the good old Totem Spirit of the Bear to take half damage from pretty much everything other than psychic damage means that the only enemies that you will legitimately have to be afraid of are Mind Flayers and any other monsters that deal psychic damage. Now, Eagle might make more thematic sense, slightly, but Kenkus are copycats, they lack creativity, they sort of lack the sense of identity, maybe, in a way, so you can easily justify this choice that way. At level 4, when you get to choose your first feat, yes, you can immediately take Great Weapon Master. Me personally, I would consider taking the Unearthed Arcana feat, which is called Brawny. So this will first and foremost even out your strength score, but the real benefit of this feat is that you basically gain the expertise, you gain double proficiency in athletics skill, and this will turn you into a grappling machine, and pretty much every time you have to make an athletics check, it is going to be almost guaranteed that you succeed, right? And if your DM doesn't allow any Unearthed Arcana materials, pick Athlete. It's still going to round out your strength while giving you way more mobility, so it's still good. Now fast forward all the way to level 14 when you gain your final subclass Primal Path feature called Totemic Attunement. I would go with Eagle because it just makes the most thematic sense. You, as a Kenku, dream of being able to fly, and while raging and having this Totemic Attunement of the Eagle, you will have a flying speed equal to your current walking speed. Sure, it's not permanent, you cannot stay aloft too long, but it's still better than no flight, right? And all Kenkus want to fly. Finally, obviously, at level 20, you gain your Primal Champion, which is one of the better level 20 features in the game. It's a powerful Barbarian capstone, which is going to give you basically 40 more hit points, increase your accuracy, increase your armor class, and your damage rolls. So, yeah, definitely this is a single class build. I didn't go for any multi-classes, nothing, just take some feats, go all the way Barbarian. I think it makes the most sense. Now, in terms of progression, this being a pretty simple, straightforward, single class martial character, leaves only ability score improvement levels open for decisions. At level 4, I would pick Brawny or Athlete, whatever your DM allows you to pick. Personally, I would pick it before Great Weapon Master feat because it's cleaner. If your party doesn't need that much of a single target damage, it really makes more sense at lower levels because just using Great Weapon Master at level 4-5, it's way too much of a drawback, taking -5 to hit. So definitely increasing your strength, increasing your accuracy, increasing your damage just slightly makes more sense. However, if your party does need more single target damage, which Barbarians are one of the classes that's sort of like the best for that at lower levels, especially if you have a Cleric or any other character casting Bless and or Magic Weapon on you, you definitely cannot go wrong with Great Weapon Master feat either. At level 8, I would go for rounding up that 13 in Wisdom ability score, picking Resilient Wisdom feat to have an easier time dealing with nasty Wisdom save effects. At level 8, it sort of becomes relevant, especially as you keep leveling up. Barbarians struggle with mental saving throws, and at least being capable in one of them is going to be very, very beneficial for you. At level 12, you pick whatever feat you didn't pick at level 4, and obviously at level 16 and level 19, max out your strength score for 20 before hitting level 20 when your strength becomes 24 and even your constitution becomes 18. And that's pretty much it. I mean, this is a simple character, not really much complexity, not even that much of a difficulty to play something like this. I think it's a barbarian. They are sort of easy to play to begin with. So if you liked this video, if you like the way I presented this information, this is a little bit of a different way I did this sort of like short build overview compared to what I had so far on this channel. I am changing some things around, making some changes, experimenting, testing, seeing how you people will respond. Let me know down in the comments below whether you liked it or not. Definitely murder hobo that like button. If you want to download the files and notes used in this video, all the previous videos and all the future videos, there is a magical secrets tier for that on my Patreon page. The thing is already done, so you can go and check it out. Or just chuck a buck my way if you think I'm worth the trouble. Alternatively, you can watch my detailed build breakdown, which will get uploaded to this channel in 2 to 3 days, but for that, you would have to recklessly attack the subscribe button and totemically attune to that bell notification to get notified when it lands on the channel, so please consider doing that. Once again, murder hobo the like button, it really helps this channel grow in the merciless YouTube algorithm. Special shout out to all of my patrons set to Fireball tier and above, so Mike, Matthew, Ewing, Larry Hocken, BardlyManHardlyTrying, Rogor, Kaleron, SuburbanHell, Kwak, Aidan Harth, Gary Kors, Bredwin, Joel C Alcazar, Bredwin, your boy Fox, Sean, Mannozzi Stefano, Adekoya, bittenbi, Jeremy, Sirois, Inácio Neto, Anthony Du, Lunatic Dragon, Zack McNemar, Diz Garcia, and Ebonhawk. Thank you for your continued support. With everything said and done, Min X Munchking out. Talk to you soon.